spans in Jaeger UI showing negative duration or overlapping incorrectly? That's clock skew. When servers' clocks drift by more than 10 ms, span timestamps become unreliable, breaking your root cause analysis. Here's exactly why. Welcome to TheCodeForge. Before we dig into that production issue, let's cover distributed tracing Jaeger. Distributed tracing with Jaeger tracks a single request as it propagates through microservices by assigning a unique trace ID and attaching spans. Without correct propagation, spans become orphaned and the trace is incomplete. Instrument your FastAPI app with OpenTelemetry. Auto-instrumentation covers framework-level spans, but manual spans for I/O and business logic are where 90% of latency hides. This code configures the tracer, instruments the FastAPI app, and creates manual spans for database queries and external calls. The OTel exporter sends spans to Jaeger on port 4317. Running Jaeger locally with Docker is trivial. The all-in-one image bundles storage, collector, and query into one process. It's fine for dev, but loses all traces on restart. This command starts Jaeger with ports for UI and OTel receivers. Use it for development. For production, configure Elasticsearch or Cassandra as storage. A span carries a span ID, trace ID, and parent span ID. Context propagation passes the trace ID via HTTP headers. Without propagation, each service creates a separate trace. If you use raw HTTP clients, you must manually inject and extract context. The inject function adds the trace parent header to outgoing requests, and extract retrieves it on the receiving side. Recording every trace at production scale is expensive. Head-based sampling is simple, but can miss slow requests. Tail-based sampling captures the long tail, but costs more. Always sample errors at 100%. Set sampling per operation. Payment services need higher rate than health checks. Use remote sampling configuration to change rates without redeploying. When a trace doesn't appear, the root cause is almost always context not propagated, spans not exported, sampling dropped, or clock skew. Use systematic checks to find the break. The true power emerges when you correlate trace IDs with log entries. OpenTelemetry enables traced injection into log records. A common pattern: when a latency alert fires, grab the trace ID and open Jaeger. This code extracts the current trace and span IDs and injects them into structured logs. This allows you to jump from a log entry to the corresponding trace in Jaeger. Most beginners copy-paste a Jaeger exporter configuration and wonder why traces never show up. The culprit is almost always the gRPC endpoint. Match your exporter to Jaeger's open port. This code shows both HTTP and gRPC exporters. Ensure you use the correct one for your Jaeger setup. Kubernetes often exposes only one port, so validate connectivity. In development, trace every request. In production, that costs real money. Smart teams use head-based sampling with a custom sampler that drops health checks and samples critical endpoints at a higher rate. This custom sampler drops health check traces and samples 20% of other requests. It prevents wasting storage on health checks while keeping visibility on real traffic. This is the same issue we highlighted at the start. Here's exactly why that happened. The team assumed OpenTelemetry auto-instrumentation for Kafka would propagate context automatically. It did not. The Kafka integration requires manual setup for header injection. The team was using a raw AI Kafka library without an integration layer, so no trace parent header was passed. The fix is to switch to the OpenTelemetry instrumented Kafka producer consumer or manually inject context using inject when producing and extract when consuming. This ensures the trace ID is passed across the async boundary. This raw AI Kafka producer does not inject trace context into the message. The consumer will create a new trace ID, breaking the trace. Always use OpenTelemetry instrumented clients or manually inject headers. The article mentions that Kafka auto-instrumentation may not propagate context automatically. Here's how to manually inject and extract trace context using OpenTelemetry, propagate, inject, and extract. when producing and consuming messages with a raw Kafka client. The article uses OpenTelemetry distro and OpenTelemetry instrumentation FastAPI. Note that OpenTelemetry distro is deprecated in favor of OpenTelemetry SDK and OpenTelemetry API directly. Ensure you use the latest stable versions, greater or equal 1, 20, 0 to avoid deprecated APIs. Sending spans directly to Jaeger, as shown, is fine for dev, but in production always use the OpenTelemetry collector as a middleware. The collector provides buffering, retries, and tail-based sampling, preventing span loss during Jaeger restarts or network hiccups. Use these commands to diagnose missing traces. Ping the collector, check logs for export errors, inspect the traceparent header, and verify sampling configuration. Let's run through some common interview questions. How does a span get linked to its parent across services? Via traceparent header with trace ID and parent span ID. Compare head-based and tail-based sampling. Head-based decides at start, tail-based after completion. Use head-based for low storage, tail-based for full visibility. How would you debug an incomplete trace in Jaeger UI? Check propagation, sampling, exporter errors, network, and clock skew. And a few frequently asked questions. What is the difference between logs, metrics, and traces? Logs are events, metrics are aggregations, traces show causal chains across services. Why is sampling necessary? Recording every trace is expensive. Sampling reduces storage and network costs. Can I use Jaeger without OpenTelemetry? Yes, but OpenTelemetry is recommended for vendor neutrality. To recap, distributed tracing with Jaeger lets you follow requests across services. Context propagation is critical. One missed header breaks the trace. Use OpenTelemetry, sample wisely, and always correlate with logs. Ready to go deeper? Up next, SLI SLO SLA Explained, then alerting and on-call best practices, then log aggregation best practices. Find them all at TheCodeForge.io. Thanks for watching. The full article and code examples are covered in detail at TheCodeForge.io.